RudeNation. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Thank you for joining us for the episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. Episode 149. Tom, 150's coming up soon.
Oh, is it? That's how numbers work.
That's how numbers work. Sequence, blah, 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 blah. I'm Sherm.
I'm Tom.
And we are the RudeBoyz.
Wow.
We're not doing that voice all the time.
We're fucking mocking the dead.
And you know what? The dead
deserve to be mocked.
No, stop. Well, in comic books, maybe, because guess what? Comic book
death means nothing.
Don't mean shit.
Unless you're Uncle Ben. Unless you're an old white man.
Again, yeah, we have thoughts on this. But there's a lot of deaths in comic books. Obviously, the main one that is at the tip of everyone's tongue, which is a weird thing to say in context, out of context, Ms. Marvel's death in Amazing Spider-Man 26.
That art, wolf.
Yeah, John Romita Jr., I don't know, brother. Like, pack it in. Pack it up, pack it in. You should end. Comic book deaths. We're going to be talking about that this episode of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
Yes.
We got some trailer talk. We got some what you've been up to. As per usual, goddammit. But, what do we got in our mouths, Tom?
We're going to be pouring one out for our dead homies.
Yes, in our mouths.
With a Miller High Life.
Established
1903. 120 beautiful years.
Beautiful years, man. Miller High Life, may you never die.
Miller High Life, you've been there for me.
You've been there for us.
Yeah.
What are you doing? You're just gazing at it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
Lovingly.
I like that. That reminds me of a video I gotta make. Link it up, everybody. And cheers to the dearly departed. The fictionally dearly departed. And also the real life dearly departed, of course. Come on. We're talking about fake people dying.
Yeah. Which is more fun.
Fairy tale shit. But let's move into Blitzkrieg news.
He just wants to get right into it. Doesn't want any fucking lube or foreplay. He just wants to get right in.
You want some banter? You want some banter? How about some back and forth banter, Tom?
I believe that's usually saved for CatchUp.
Sure.
AEW Fight Forever, releasing June 29th.
Yep, finally has a real life goddamn date, and I mean it looks as good as they wanted it to look. Does that make sense? Like, it's not going to be cutting edge graphics. It's going to be more arcade style. More of the like the THQ WCW versus NWO World Tour and the WWF WrestleMania 2000 games from the N64.
That looks fine.
I think it looks fine. Yeah, I might give it a whirl.
Yeah, like
not on a when it's $30 or something.
If there's
like
a demo,
I'm always about that demo. I hear you, brother.
Like, yeah.
So we'll see.
Fuck it, probably with the demo, you'll probably get to play as Kenny Omega and John Moxley.
Probably, yeah. They're probably the two most marketable not CM Punk people in that game.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Okay.
That's my thoughts on that one.
All right, I should actually add that to the thing.
Yeah. Surprised you didn't.
I'm doing it right now.
Dead Cells getting a Castlevania physical edition August 11th.
Does this entice you, Tom?
Maybe.
And of course, this gets announced after I beat the Castlevania DLC off my physical edition.
Yeah, but is it really going to stop you?
I think it will because... No, I think it will because I played Dead Cells. I liked it. I didn't love it. And I have the DLC. So this physical edition also comes with all the previous DLC too, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Because the game definitely really you hit a brick wall. You're like, I want to go to this level. You need the Bad Seed DLC. I want to go to this. You need this DLC.
Yeah, I like Dead Cells, but I don't love it.
Right.
I mean,
but you love Castlevania.
I love Castlevania, but now if they did this like for Hades, yeah, I'd be all over it.
What do you mean, like a Castlevania Hades?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be all over it.
Okay.
But Dead Cells is cool. I'm glad I got it for $8.
Right.
I won't pay any more. I won't pay any more.
Okay.
I was going to say any less.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
Yeah, shut up.
Hey.
PlayStation Showcase. And no, we're not signaling out trailers.
Yes.
I don't know what that means. I think you were drunk when you typed that.
Well, because Tom wanted trailer talk to be its own separate thing, and I'm not doing that.
Oh, but if this was a Nintendo Direct, you would have done that.
No, absolutely would not.
Bullshit.
I swear, we have not done that way.
Sounds like
there's no way to know, I guess, right?
A whole lot of horse hockey.
Speaking of horse hockey, Metal Gear Delta. Metal Gear 3 remake.
Talk about the fucking Spider-Man gameplay? Okay, cool.
We're going to end on Spider-Man, my guy.
Right,
that's called bookending it. It's called, you talk about this good stuff.
By the way...
It's called a sandwich.
By the way, bookending, that's like Chris's, like...
I've said that like 3 times already. Yeah.
That's like his term of the day. And probably for the week. What is that? You finally read that dictionary I got you, huh?
You didn't give me shit, dick. The Metal Gear Delta...
Shitnary.
Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake is finally happening.
Happening?
God damn it, happening.
It's happening!
It's presumably going to be developed between Konami and Virtuos Studios or something? I don't know. They did some of the previous Metal Gear remasters and whatnot. In addition, the Metal Gear Master Collection, which is going to be Solid 1, 2, 3, and I have separate notes, Tom, because I see you clearly losing your mind.
I'm like, what the fuck
is he getting this?
I was like, I thought I was losing my fucking mind.
You did
I wish...
It's like the teleprompter went rogue, and you're like,
God damn it, we need to be in physical meeting. Yeah. I really thought I was having a stroke. I was like, wait, why don't I see what the fuck
What's going on here? What's he talking about?
Is this real life?
The Metal Gear Master Collection is going to have Solid 1, 2, and 3. They're pretty much their remastered state form, so like the HD 2 and 3. It's not going to have Twin Snakes, which is... a lot of people fucking hate, but I love it. That was my first Metal Gear game, so obviously I have a soft spot for that.
That's the one where you're in the jungle?
No, that is 3.
Snakes.
That is Snake Eater. That is number 3.
Oh.
But no, this is... And it's going to have Metal Gear 1 and 2, the MSX versions. Those are coming, presumably, to all current platforms, they say. But what are those current platforms? They're not saying. You know, it's a very blanket statement, whatever.
Right.
Dragon's Dogma 2 was announced. Did you ever play Dragon's Dogma, Tommy? No? Okay, cool.
Oh, fuck.
It's Capcom's, like, RPG franchise that was kind of like, you know, maybe a little bit of Skyrim, maybe like a Capcom-y Japanese Skyrim, or like their take on a Western RPG. I really have no fucking clue. I'm going to be honest. Nice. There's a lot of team-based live service multiplayer shooters that got announced. Tom, I'm gonna give you a couple game titles. Okay, I want you to tell me which one I made up. Okay.
Okay.
So there's 4 game titles. Okay. One is called Fair Games.
Okay.
One is called Marathon.
Okay.
One is called Concord.
Okay.
5 titles, I'm sorry. One is called Helldivers 2.
Okay.
And one is called Foam Stars. So which one of those did I make up?
All real games.
Those are all real games. You got... Yeah, look at you!
Those are all real games.
How did you know those were all real games? Or did you just know I was going to fuck with you?
No, like, I watched...
Okay.
I watched the State of Play.
Okay. And you retained all these nonsense titles, too, which is pretty cool.
I retain a lot of nonsense. I mean, I've been your friend for how long?
This is accurate.
So...
yeah, these are all multiplayer, team-based, live service games. Foam Stars is like Splatoon.
Yeah.
Which is what everybody's saying. Speaking of things that look like things, the Project Q was announced. That's basically PS5's Wii U. It's just basically a tablet and a fucking DualShock 5. So,
right.
Go figure with that. But really, let's cut the bullshit. The PlayStation Showcase ended with footage of Spider-Man 2. What we talked about this off air. Did you, when you saw the trailer, obviously you knew it was Spider-Man 2 because I told you the trailer's up. But when you saw the trailer, did you think it was Spider-Man 2? Does that make sense? Because you already knew it was Spider-Man 2. That's a weird thing to say, because I saw it live.
Well, I thought you were fucking with me like you have in the past.
Yes, I do that. Like, recently. I tried to.
Yeah, that and giving me the Avengers movies.
That is also accurate. But I knew that, I felt like this, like, you're going to end on something big. Sony's got Spider-Man 2 coming out this year, fall. Still no lockdown release date, but fall is pretty good. And we knew Kraven was going to be in it.
Yep.
So, like, in the jungle, you got a hunter man, and you're like, okay, that's not Kraven, but this is some Kraven bullshit.
No, I knew it was Spider-Man 2 because, like, you look at him and you're like, oh, that's one of the Craven clones.
I don't know if they're gonna go that deep.
It looked like a Craven clone.
I don't know if they're gonna go that deep.
Or maybe it was his brother.
Or maybe it was just the man
who looked a lot like Craven.
Alright, we'll take it up with Insomniac Games. And they cannot model people, I guess.
So
is that what you're saying?
So...
On the record.
Are we saying that Sony Wii U thing?
Okay. What about it?
You just kind of rolled through without me talking.
About Spider-Man.
I understand. Well, this is... Does that mean I could play Spider-Man 2 on the go?
No, because it's a Wi-Fi only
balls
thing. It streams to it. It's only, you got to be on the same Wi-Fi service.
Bean deck.
I tell you.
Alright.
So back to Spider-Man 2? Can we go back to Spider-Man 2?
Yeah.
Right, cool.
You fucking...
I mean, you could play it like, if your PS5 was elsewhere in the house, you could play it in bed.
That's not what I was asking.
Alright, well, I know that's not what you were asking.
Alright,
that's what fucking
give
Sony
me some
told
goddamn
you.
good
That's
answers.
what Kevin Butler, the president of Sony... well, give me some questions. How about if you want answers? What kind of questions you got?
Why am I here?
You're here to record episode 149 of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
Why am I friends with you?
That I cannot answer. So we get Craven. We get the fact we get his motivation. He wants to come because New York is filled with villains and there we go. There it is. We need like a cowbell, like they do in those fucking the sales
Super
movies.
Restaurants, Come.
The cum bell instead of cowbell. So
I need more cum bell.
Sploosh. He's got a fever.
Sploosh.
So
Sploosh.
Spider-Man 2 goes real right into it.
Right.
You get Black Suit Spider-Man. Boom. Done. Doing symbiote shit.
Yep.
Cool. You get playable Miles Morales.
Yep.
That I don't know if it's really confirmed or not that you can change whenever. You know what I mean? Maybe if you get like some open world downtime, maybe you can. Right. But in like these story beat missions, chances are it's probably more narrative, and you're like, Peter Parker's over here, Miles ought to be over there. You know, like it's going to be that shit. You get the Lizard, which was a missing point, I think, in PS4 Spider-Man.
Well, Dr. Connors was in it.
He was mentioned in the end because he was Harry's doctor.
Right.
Again, that was my whole pie in the sky, like how I wanted PS4 Spider-Man to be more of the Spider-Man Arkham. But what are you going to do? Just have a ton of villains everywhere. Calm
down.
I am calm. And then you get angry, angsty Spider-Man.
Yep.
Because of the black suit. Can't wait.
I'm stoked.
Can't wait, baby.
I'm hoping to have a PS5 by then.
Well, you got fall, baby. Fall 2023.
Well, I'll just see if they're going to do a Spider-Man bundle one.
They most likely will.
Yeah. And it'll sell out everywhere.
It most likely will.
Moving along. WrestleQuest enters the ring August 8th. What is WrestleQuest?
WrestleQuest is the wrestling-based, with actual live, real-life wrestlers in the game. It's like a 16-bit JRPG. And it looks pretty neat. Like I'm interested. I'm pretty sure that I mean it's a retro-inspired wrestling-based video game.
Okay.
So, and that's not like an arcade, fucking, like a Fire Pro or like AEW Fight Forever. You know what I mean? Like this is going to be something different in the same vein as just like fun wrestling shit.
Interesting.
Yes.
Everybody, 1, 2, switch June 30th. What the fuck does this mean?
So, a while back, we talked about, on a very slow edition of Blitzkrieg News, we talked about the fact that the game 1-2 Switch.
Oh, okay.
Right? Remember that launch game that came out for
we played
the
it,
Switch?
Right?
We did play. We played it at that. I think we played it at the event. That's why when you call me, it's you with a cow hat on. We're at that event. But it's like a party game that, kind of used a lot of the Joy-Cons, They were making a sequel to it.
Okay.
And it was apparently so divisive internally that they didn't know what to do with. They were like, some people were like, wow, I really like this. Some people were like, wow, this is terrible. So, evidently, they decided on the former, and they're releasing it June 30th at $30. And there's like phone integration too or something like that. What's so funny to me is that...
Like Jackbox.
I mean, that's what I think they're trying to do, but I don't think that's what they're going to do. Does that make sense?
Right.
What is so funny about it is they just announced that it was coming out. At the time, digitally only, but there's going to be a physical edition. With only 2 screenshots. Not even 2 screenshots. It was the cover of the box and some other fucking nonsense. No trailer. No, what the fuck even is this game? Nothing. And I hope they continue that until June 30th. Just so it's I don't know. I don't know what this is, you know?
It's like a fucking loot box.
Basically, yeah.
Moving on to comic book news.
We
have comic book news. Superior Spider-Man is returning.
Yes, this was a very ominous tweet put out by Marvel Entertainment.
Whose body is he going into?
I have no idea. But Dan Slott is returning to write Superior Spider-Man.
Right.
And it just said Superior Spider-Man coming soon. No fucking clue.
Coming.
There you go. That's all we got. That's all we got.
Movies.
Movie talk.
Spider-Man movie news.
So, we are, in real life, we are posts across the Spider-Verse. Wow. We're not. It came out.
We're pre.
You and I are pre. We haven't seen it yet.
Right.
But it has come out. People have seen it. Oh, Jesus Christ. It is out. Came out. Came out everywhere. Everyone's face, chests, stomach, back.
So much web fluid everywhere.
Sometimes when it gets on the chests, whatever. Anyway. So there was some talk of what's happening next in the Spider-Man movie franchise. Fuck you. Amy Pascal basically told people that there is going to be a live-action Miles Morales movie.
Okay.
That's what she said. There's going to be an animated Spider-Woman movie. Now, I don't necessarily know what that means. I don't know if that's going to be... I mean, fair. I don't know if that means Gwen, that's what she means by that, or Jessica Drew, or any other Spider-Woman we might see in Madam Web or some shit. I don't know.
Trust her as much as I trust Kathleen Kennedy.
Okay, yeah, no, that's a very fair thing. And there is going to be a Spider-Man 4 starring Tom Holland and Zendaya that will start to pick up more steam post writer strike. So once that gets ironed out,
hopefully that writer strike ends soon. Hopefully
hopefully people get back to back to work and make a living wage, and
that's what I was about to get to. You don't have to get on your high horse.
Well, because I feel like you would have gone.
No, I'm actually in support of the writers.
Okay, good. They should get their fair share. I believe you, and I agree with you.
It's like a trap.
Not at all, Tom. Glad I taught you. Glad I taught you well.
Well, it's because I'm a writer, so...
See? There you go.
Moving on.
So yeah, that's what's going on in the movie world. And also, Across the Spider-Verse right now, making a ton of money, which is fantastic.
Good. I hope
I hope
it just keeps beating fucking everything, and the Flash doesn't stand a chance this weekend. Actually, it probably doesn't, because Transformers also comes out this weekend.
Yeah, I don't know, geez. That's definitely splitting the market, I think. I feel like...
Actually, does Flash come out this week?
There's no way to know.
I don't care.
Yeah, I think if you burned that information out of your brain actively.
Oh, absolutely.
But Across the Spider-Verse is making a ton of money.
Miller burned those people's furniture.
God. Which is awesome. Really? Because Into the Spider-Verse did not make a lot of money initially in theaters.
Yeah.
It was only just thanks to it being on Netflix and just word of mouth and just a lot of cult following. And obviously, the latest edition of RudeBoyz Go to the Movies, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, that definitely boosted a lot of recognition towards that animated feature film. Obviously, several years later, but still, I digress.
Can I go to Shell Talk now?
Yeah, you can.
Cool. TNT Mutant Mayhem. Yeah. Shell looks okay. I mean, the only thing about this is the first TMT animated thing that's actually voiced by all teenagers.
That is correct. Yes. So that's pretty cool that they're voicing actual teens. But I liked it. I wouldn't go out to see it.
That animation bothers me.
Does it?
Yeah.
I think I like it. It's interesting. I don't know if I can watch the whole movie over it. But I like the fact that they're introducing more mutants right off the bat, you know, because usually movies like this, they just want to be like, okay, here's the heroes and here's Shredder, and maybe Krang, and maybe Bebop Rocksteady. But now they're adding a lot of deep cuts like Mondo Gecko and Ray Fillet and whatnot. So
Ray Fillet,
Ace of Duck, Wingnut and Screw Loose,
all of those.
Yeah, same brother.
Moving on to TV.
You're right. You dying?
I burped.
Oh, okay.
I burped and I'm a little nasally.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The studio's a little nasally. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
Alright, calm down.
Get the fence when you're sick.
TV.
Mm-hmm.
My Adventures with Superman. What is this, like Muppet Babies? What are we fucking doing, these
It's like, no, it's like an anime inspired, almost like a Superman Year One sort of thing.
Oh, good.
It looks so, like, wholesome and, like, on brand to Superman, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't seem very dark and gritty or whatever. So what happens is it's following Clark Kent going, like, his first day at the Daily Planet.
Hey, here I am, Clark Kent.
Yeah, and
call me Smallville.
Basically, I think so, yeah. And you know, him and Lois and Jimmy Olsen palling around and...
Oh.
Palling? What did you think?
I thought you said pounding around.
Oh, Jesus. No, so then it's Superman, you know, trying to hide his identity or hide his heroic persona, you know, from his friends.
Superman just putting Jimmy and Lois through the fucking beds.
Pretty much.
With his shotgun come.
But when is it? God damn it! When is that coming out? In July 6th, I think.
How about July 6th?
July 6th. Yes, it's going to be on Adult Swim, 2-episode premiere, and everything's on Max afterwards. Gotta say that it's on Max, HBO Max, formerly known as HBO Max. What else we got? Wrestling news.
AEW's worst kept secret is actually happening.
Did you know that CM Punk is coming back, Tom?
Did you know that I'm not watching Collision?
Tony Khan has an important announcement. Every fucking week for 6 weeks.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Listen, they're going to Regina. Which apparently is the actual pronunciation because everybody's saying Regina.
I mean, is it because... Or are they like, oh, the boss said Regina. It must be right.
Can't correct them, man.
Meanwhile, you have Renee. You have Renee in the back. Yo, Renee, what's the pronunciation? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Regina. All right, don't say that.
Don't say that.
Tony Khan thinks it's Regina. We're just gonna let him run with it.
Just say it.
Excalibur says it really fast. It's adorable.
Yeah,
I love it.
Oh, okay. That's Vince all of a sudden. Yes, CM Punk going to be at the premiere episode of AW Collision June
17th.
That's soon.
Yep.
Woo!
It's next Saturday.
Woo!
No one cares.
I mean, I wouldn't watch it. I'd probably be out. Yeah. So anyway, I think that does it for Blitzkrieg News.
It does.
You alright? You need a break?
Just
need a nappy?
CM Punk just fucking drained. Like, talk about CM Punk, like, just makes me feel the same way I do how I feel about Ezra Miller, where I just get tired.
We gotta do Tom's rage rank up, I think. And just and it's gonna be a blind, but you can't put everyone in top tier.
No, they all go into it's trash.
But you know what I mean. Like, they can't, which is the most rage-inducing. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, you're gonna have to make a whole new rank up.
I know, yeah. We gotta look at it that way. You know?
Yeah.
Alright, so anyway, Tommy, you just gotta buckle in, put your head down, and we'll get through this episode, okay? Lickety split. Alright?
Yeah. Great.
So what you been up to, Tommy?
Yeah, I gotta talk still.
I'll talk then.
No, I got it.
Because I only got one thing.
Yeah, why don't you talk? You only got one thing, fool.
So, Tommy let me borrow a couple X-Men books when we were living in the world of X-Men. He gave me several graphic novels, and he gave them to me in chronological order, starting with X-Men Fall of the Mutants. Fall of the Mutants was a 3-issue events, I suppose you would say, in the X books, which spanned, well, the whole branding of Fall of Mutants spanned between the X books at the time, which were X-Men, X-Factor, thank you, and New Mutants.
Yeah.
And they all dealt with basically just like a very dark turning point, I guess you would say. So I'll put them in order that I think are of importance.
You got the book right there. Why don't you grab it up like you like we do with
Trading the Backs?
Trading the Backs, fool.
You know what? I won't do that. Fine.
Because you were gonna hurt me if you kept trying to go in blind.
No, I think I
would
would have
just
been
fucking
fine.
Yeah.
So
the
New Mutant story. They go to the island of Dr. Moreau, basically.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of Animen. Like, where the fuck? What's going on in the New Mutants world? Like, I can find out what's going on. Obviously, the New Mutants are like the next generation of X-Men. Well, not the next generation, but like the X-Men Junior class. Yes. You know.
At this point, they were going to be considered the next generation.
Yes, but I mean, I would think Giant Size would be the next generation. You know, because it's like version 2. You know. No. Okay. Okay. So they're at Xavier's School for Gifted Youngsters. But Magneto is the headmaster of them. Where's Professor X? Is he fucking bird people at this point?
He is with the Shi'ar.
So yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or he's dead.
Well, okay. I'm knee deep in bird pussy. I'm dead.
I got fucking Large on one side, Deathbird on the other. I love it.
Everybody's Vince McMahon, huh? So they go to the island of Dr. Moreau because they have this bird person that they're friends with.
Yeah.
And what ends up happening is, which is very typical to this episode, is that Doug Ramsey dies. Whose character is Cypher?
Yes.
Right. Whose mutant power is that he understands languages.
All
which
languages.
Is not a very offensive power. It is a very passive power because it's like it's good for strategy and it's good for stuff like that. But like in the field, doesn't really work out for him. So he dies.
Man.
Everybody's sad, and then they get new costumes, and then they're happy again.
Yeah.
So kids, teenagers, what are you gonna do? Over in the X-Men world, the X-Men are they're fighting the Brotherhood of Mutants. No, I'm sorry, they're fighting Freedom Force, which is basically the Brotherhood of Evil Mutants.
Working for the government.
Yes. Mystique, Destiny, Blob, a couple other people, fucking...
Pyro?
Not Pyro. I don't think Avalanche. Some dude named...
Oh, the speedster dressed in red?
Yeah. You got him. His name, and I'm just quickly looking... on wait, is Avalanche in this? Is that
no? I think that was like Thunderball.
Bedlam, or is Bedlam a Marauder? No way to know. I have no idea. His name is Stonewall. That's the guy.
Stonewall, yeah.
Stonewall, and then this guy all in red. I don't fucking understand his thing. I think he's just like a super soldier. Spiral's there too because Longshot is part of the X-Men. The X-Men right now are comprised of Wolverine. Storm, who is off with Forge on some weird counter-Earth. Not counter-Earth, because that's a real thing. Other Earth. I don't know.
Crimson Commando.
There you go. There's just a lot of Native American mysticism going on in these books right now. Wolverine, Storm, Colossus is there, but Colossus apparently killed a Marauder, but not really, because we're going to find that out in the book I'm reading right now, Inferno. So he's sad, but he ends up coming back to the team. Rogue, Havoc, Polaris is here now, right? Or no?
Well,
no, she's not.
No.
Because again, so full disclosure, Tom gave me Inferno as well, which kind of happens a little sometime in between this and that.
Yeah.
So I see kind of like, well, what happened next? Yes.
You know why Storm was with Forge, right?
Because they... oh, no. Okay, so that was after...
He fucking depowered her.
Right. Wasn't that post... No, she was depowered in Mutant Massacre already.
No.
She didn't have her powers in Mutant Massacre.
You're correct.
So it happened. Yeah. It happened before that, but she was depowered already in that book.
So I think they went to that land to try to get her powers back.
Yeah, which ends up happening.
Yeah.
She gets her powers back. Anyway, Rogue, Havoc, Dazzler, Psylocke, Betsy Braddock, Betsy Braddock, Psylocke.
So before they go into the Siege Perilous.
Ooh. And I feel like there's one more, and I'm not remembering. I think Long Shot is probably what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
But what happens with these guys is they sacrifice themselves to save Dallas, Texas. Great. Cool.
Good job, X-Men.
Good job, X-Men.
X-Men.
And, but guess what? It was a heroic sacrifice, so they're actually fine.
Madeline Pryor is there.
Oh, yeah, Madeline Pryor, yes. Oh, yeah, so Dazzler, Longshot, Rogue, Storm, Wolverine, Colossus, Psylocke, Havoc, and Madeline Pryor, yes.
Right.
So they end up dying, but they come back to life, but everyone sees that they died. They sacrifice. Everyone's like, oh my god, the X-Men died. So what they do is they end up going to Australia to just kind of do, like, not like Black Ops, but like, they're like, we gotta get our enemies.
Well,
like,
the thing is, like, and I don't know if they mention it, is that they can no longer be detected by magic.
They do say that,
or technology, so it's like,
yeah,
they got free range to do whatever the fuck they want.
Which is what they do up until Inferno.
Yeah.
So let's talk about X Factor. X Factor in this era is the original 5.
Yeah.
Or really the original 4, because Angel
he's going through some
MIA,
shit.
and now he comes back.
Angel's going to do some shit.
What's going on with everybody else? So Scott thinks Madeline Pryor's dead, and his kid is dead.
He wished her dead.
Because Jean Grey came back to life.
Is this...
Tommy's thinking.
Was Nathan with Madeline?
I don't know that story, but that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing that Scott went away for some reason, probably to get Jean, came back, and the whole cabin was destroyed. I don't fucking know.
Right,
so he thinks everyone's dead.
Right, deadbeat father, cool.
Yep, exactly. I mean, you think they're dead, you know? Like, Ben Affleck did more work trying to get fucking Rosamund Pike back in Gone Girl.
That movie's fucked.
Movie's really fucked up.
Psychos is just like...
Oh no, you're dead. What is that Willy Wonka meme? No, please, come back.
No, he's just like, shit, oh, Gene's back. Yo, Madeline, I gotta go.
He seems pretty moody about it. Especially, so I did say, again, 3 issues per. And there's usually one issue of just like,
what the
this
fuck?
Is not necessary. Like, let's mourn Doug Ramsey and get costumes. Alright, cool, that's the whole book.
Well, it was a new beginning for them.
Yeah, I guess.
Our friend died.
Let's get shopping.
No, they found them in the attic.
Yeah,
the X-Mansion.
I'm just joking around. Chris Claremont, good lord, his fucking writing for
he
X-Men.
Does like his words.
Good Christ, you could take out all that Storm stuff and be like, what? Like, look at this! Look at all these words. It's a lot of stuff,
but the art's good.
The art is really good. This era of art was really good.
Arthur Adams was
X Factor, please. Actually, I'll take a quick look because it's right here. Mark Silvestri was for X-Men.
Great.
X Factor. Scott and Jean back together. Beast got attacked by a horseman, and now he gets, when he uses his strength, he gets dumber.
Yes.
He is also now reverted back to human. Because I had to look that up too. I was like, wasn't he blue at this point? But then, so no, he's human. Then they became the Exterminator, so that worked out for them. And okay, so now he's dumb but strong, and he uses his strength. He's dumber. Iceman, I think, got into a fight with Loki, so got lost control of his powers. So he's got I'm sure they were just trying to sell action figures, so they need it's a Malibu Stace with a new hat. It's Bobby Drake and a new belt. Yeah. Caliban's here too.
Yes.
Yeah. Cool. Never a big fan of Caliban.
Really?
Yeah, I'm just over him. Always been over him. 2 movies. You got 2 movies in 1 year. So anyway. I didn't realize that Apocalypse was so new in the whole scope of X-Men. You know, I figured Apocalypse was probably like a throwaway villain from the Lee and Kirby days that they evolved into, ironically, into a bigger deal. But this is kind of like his second fight with any sort of X-Man adjacent team.
X-Team.
X-Team, thank you. So Apocalypse shows up. He's got his 3 horsemen at the time, but where's the 4th? Oh my God! It's Warren Worthington III, aka Angel, but now he's known as Archangel. So this is basically the first appearance of Archangel.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. And everybody is very like, "Oh my God, it's you!" And then I thought this was probably the better of the 3 stories.
Okay, yeah.
Because it obviously is important. Because especially in retrospect, I'm sure reading back then you're like, "Wow, this is mind blowing." But like now it's like this is a big story.
This is real important.
Yeah, because you got one of the original 5 X-Men broke bad.
Yeah.
You know? And I mean he is still kind of, once he basically after the main fight, he's like, "Man, Apocalypse kind of fucked up, but I'm still pissed off, so I'm just gonna go AWOL," you know? And which is kind of what happens in Inferno. And then they get a base, and then this is that issue now, where it's like, all right, cool, we gotta, because the base is blowing up, the Horsemen are still running around, Beast is sad, because he's like a big dumb ape now, and guess what? They get new costumes.
That's the what? Yep.
Yeah, you get the more modern-y costumes, I guess. They're wearing Horseman costumes because again they got rummaging through a closet. Didn't Louise Simonson? She wrote both, so I guess they were just like, I got a great idea. Let's give them new costumes. But I like this. I felt like these were 3 pivotal tales in their own right. For the exploration of each team. The New Mutants I know the least about. I probably know more about the characters post-New Mutants, like when some of them are in the team known as X-Force.
Yes.
Okay. And the whole thing with the X-Men dying, and then like the Outback, what do you call it? The Outback era, they call it.
I dig that.
Which, Inferno kind of picks up
a
little bit after that. Not directly after this.
Yep.
And then, obviously, the origin of Archangel.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. But, I like this. Like I was saying, I am reading Inferno, which was something I tried to read, the Big Bad Omnibus. But this time gave me the very quick, streamlined version, which is just X-Men, X-Factor, and New Mutants.
Yep.
With some exterminators thrown in there,
but
like in side stories. But then I think once I read this, I'm going to thumb through the omnibus. I'm going to read I want to read the Spider-Man one. That was the whole fucking reason why I got the goddamn Inferno.
I'm sure you could have found that by itself.
Yeah, but I got the omnibus. Huh?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Terribly, Tom.
Okay, cool.
Oh, you know what's funny? Actually, remember I got the omnibus prequel, the Inferno prequel omnibus as well. That probably has the shit right after this. Yeah, not going to read it. Anyway, that's really what I've been up to that I can speak to. I've been playing more Jedi Survivor, been playing more Tears of the Kingdom. I started replaying Spider-Man Miles Morales on twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469.
Super glad to see my my birthday gift is getting good use.
Listen, I don't know if you understand this. The studio is not really equipped for streaming. So there's my tripod.
Did you have a tripod?
I did, but that's not. I can't use it for this webcam.
Oh, that sucks.
I know.
I gotta pee.
Tom's gotta pee. That's what he's been up to. Alright, so post pee, Tom is back.
Holy shit, I can think clearly now.
Tom, tell us what you've been up to.
So, they put the Indiana Jones movies up on Disney+.
Correct.
I've not seen these movies in a fucking dog's age.
Okay.
So it's like, fuck it. I'm gonna watch them. Right?
Yes.
Watching them, Raise the Lost Ark, fucking classic.
Oh, yes, 100%.
A classic.
Yes.
But it really, I sit there and I'm just like, man, this motherfucker's a mutant. Fucking Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones is, okay.
Bullets never hit him, arrows never, and I know he's the lead protagonist, but like, take a bullet every so often, guy.
Sure.
Come on.
Yeah, but I mean, that shows he's human, so I guess they were trying to make him superhuman, you know?
If he was human, he'd get clipped by a goddamn fucking bullet.
Yeah, alright.
And, like, the dude is obviously immune to the cold.
Right.
Because he shows up, like, in Raiders to meet up with Marion in, like, Nepal or the Himalayas, and
right.
Dude's just wearing your basic leather jacket, a button-down, and a fedora. And he's just like, yup, I'm here. And I'm like, Motherfucker, bundle up like you're on a goddamn Hoth, because that's what you're on right now, being up that fucking high.
Sure.
But yeah, Raiders so fucking good. What the hell's her name? Karen Allen?
Sure. Nobody knows. I don't know.
Well,
I'll look it up. Fine. Continue. Fam. I got it. I'm on it.
Oh, God. So, but yeah.
Karen Allen, Tom, you are correct.
Nice.
The mundo.
So, like, you know, the first 3 movies are dealing with, like, the Nazis and everything. Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I told you off air that I didn't realize that Alfred Molina was in the first one.
Uh-huh.
He's, like, the guy that steals the idol in the beginning.
Right.
That not... Prince... The dude who... Like, the villain who, like, wants to bang Marion in it looks like Prince Humperdinck.
Okay.
A little
I
bit.
haven't seen these movies in forever. I've only seen them once in order. So I saw the 3 of them before the 4th one, and then that was it.
Right. Again, Raiders still holds up.
100%, yes.
Temple of Doom, I fucking hate the chick in it.
Yeah, she sucks.
All she does is fucking scream. She sucks. Like, the best thing about that movie is, like, the relationship between Short Round and
yeah. Especially now, fucking in 2023.
Yeah.
You know, having the actors, meet again during the Academy Awards.
Yes.
That was nice. I'm sure they've met since, but still.
I don't know.
In the public eye.
Harrison Ford's a fucking jaded old man.
Harrison Ford probably should... I feel like if he wasn't Harrison Ford, he probably would quit this movie game long ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As soon as he started doing conventions, which he doesn't do, but when he started, he was probably like, I fucking hate these people.
Yeah.
There's always a fun quote. It's like The Onion, but for, like, nerd shit. They said someone was like, what's their favorite spaceship in Star Wars? And his answer was, I hope George Lucas fucking dies. That's the joke. He's not a real thing, but that just shows how much he just cannot stand the fandom.
Well, he wanted Han Solo to fucking die.
Yeah, which honestly, I mean, that would have probably made because he probably wanted to fucking not do this anymore.
Yeah, until that fucking truckload of money's backing up.
Beep, beep,
yeah,
beep.
exactly.
Yep.
You want Han Solo back?
Yep.
Sure.
Oh, you want to get recast as Thunderbolt Ross? Okay.
Yeah.
Want to come back for a 5th Indiana Jones movie? Okay.
That's gonna be something.
He was in the new Blade Runner or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Last Crusade.
Beep, beep, beep.
Last Crusade, so fucking good. Still.
Last Crusade is good. I remember liking it though.
Last Crusade's good.
Sean Connery.
And you realize that in Indiana Jones and his father are penis cousins because they slept with the same woman.
I do not remember that.
The German woman.
Oh, okay.
It's like
good for Indy, I guess.
When he's
good for Sean Connery.
When he's just like, the blonde. When
right, but at what point?
So who
banged who when?
Sean Connery banged her first.
Okay.
Because he's just like, Indiana goes like this.
Can you do a Sean Connery impression when you say it, please?
He's like, how'd you know she was a Nazi? He goes, she speaks German. She speaks German in her sleep. You didn't notice, son? Junior?
Because they fucked?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then,
I don't know, maybe Indy fucked her, and then he was.
It was Sean Connery.
It is Sean Connery.
But fucking, I mean, at that point, in that movie, Sean Connery was already like 60-something.
Keeps out of the womb, 60-something.
I'd fucking drop my drawers for him hearing him talk.
I think Sean Connery being Indiana Jones' father is such a good casting.
Perfect.
That's really good.
Yeah.
That's almost up there with the dude who played Austin Powers' dad.
Michael Caine?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was like, that's pretty good.
That was pretty good.
Yeah.
And then I should have just ended with Last Crusade.
That's what I said when you were like, I'm watching all the Indiana Jones movies. I'm like, all the Indiana Jones movies?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. What did I say to you? You're like, you started the 4th one, and I think, I should be done soon.
Yeah.
I'm like, you should be done now.
So, man, this fucking movie. Like, Cate Blanchett was acting the best that she could.
I think she was overacting. She was like the Paul. What's the dude who played Rhino?
Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti.
Yeah.
Like fucking chill out, bro.
Yeah.
Like, just stop. Like, you're getting paid.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Shia LaBeouf sucks.
Shia LaBeouf always sucks.
Spoiler. I mean, this is like
Shia LaBeouf's in this movie.
Shia LaBeouf blows. The whole part where he's swinging with the monkeys, I was like, what? And then the ants were attacking everyone. That whole car chase scene,
so stupid, dude,
was so long, unnecessarily long.
The fucking atomic bomb thing in the beginning.
Oh my god!
It's like, that's too much.
I was just like, I can forgive a lot.
But you did see these movies already, right?
I never saw Crystal Skull.
This was the first time you saw Crystal Skull.
That's my first time. I was like, man, I was like, should I hold off and wait to watch this until until we're hanging out?
Wow.
Yeah.
That is something else. I will say this about Crystal Skull, and I'm not going to forgive the movie. I am just going to tell you. So I was working at Borders at the time. I don't think you were at the time. But I was working at Borders when Crystal Skull came out, and it was big Indiana Jones Renaissance. Like, it was all these books and, and those DK Ultimate Guides, So, I'm working at the bookstore. I'm flipping through this Ultimate Guide of Indiana Jones, and I'm looking at some of these stories that are like, novellas or, like kids' chapter books, or even young Indiana Jones. And the plot of Crystal Skull is really not that bad in comparison to other Indiana Jones stories that could have been told. Does that make sense? So it's not... I'm not forgiving this movie at all, but it's like, there could have been a lot worse stories to tell. There could have been a lot better stories to tell.
And there's always that one person who always, like, within his group that always betrays him.
Oh, yeah.
At least with Crystal Skull, they got that out of the way real quick.
They did.
I do like the fact that Gimli shows up.
Gimli in full Gimli, yeah. He's there.
Yep.
It's a big old crossover. That would have probably saved the franchise.
Or I call him Sliders Guy.
Sliders Guy.
The doctor
Is he in
from
Sliders? Oh,
yeah.
okay.
He's the professor who, like, makes the device.
I've never seen Sliders.
Really? Jerry O'Connell, man. A national treasure.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He has voiced Superman many a times.
Awesome. Let's talk about Superman. So I'm glad you went through this Indiana Jones journey. Are you hyped for Dial of Destiny?
No.
Okay.
I'll wait until it's out on Disney Plus.
I think that might be
which I also dropped. My Disney Plus is now just $9.99. I dropped Hulu and I dropped that whole plan.
I mean, if you're not watching Hulu, then
like, I think I can count on one hand how many times I've actually watched Hulu.
Okay.
The sister-in-law's like, yeah, but I watch stuff on Hulu. I'm like,
you go subscribe it to yourself,
and I'm like, yeah, but one, I hate commercials,
right?
And I'm like, and
yeah, they
the only reason I was going to keep it was like What We Do in the Shadows, but I still have the cable box, so I can watch it on demand.
There you go. Yeah, there's options
with commercials. There we go.
Right. Yeah. And
so,
honestly, you could probably fucking fast forward too, right?
Yeah.
If you, like, DVR it or some shit.
Yeah. No, actually,
it's out there.
Exactly.
It's out there.
So whatever. Fucking Hulu sucks.
You heard it here first.
Also watched Renfield.
You got it in Renfield. Nice.
Holy shit.
Yeah?
It was as much fun and ridiculousness as I wanted it to be.
Awesome. Good.
Nicolas Cage as fucking Dracula. I won't say too much because I think you should watch it.
Yeah, once I saw it was on... Is it on...
It's on Prime to rent or buy.
Okay, so
I think it's like $20 to rent.
I'm not going to do that. When it gets on free streaming, I will do that.
Like
I said I was going to do for Dungeons & Dragons.
Actually, next time you come by the house, I think my brother actually just bought it instead of renting it. Because it was either $20 or $25.
Yeah, I hear you.
He's like, I'm just going to spend the $5 because it's one Nicolas Cage.
Right.
So, I don't want to say too much.
Yeah.
Ben Schwartz is ridiculous.
Okay.
In it. So, everyone's ridiculous in it. Like, Jonathan Holt is great.
Yes.
Awkwafina's funny.
Okay. Wow.
I think it was because of the ridiculousness of the movie.
It helped.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then I also watched this really beautiful fantasy movie called 3,000 Years of Longing.
Okay.
It's with...
Why did you watch this? This doesn't seem like a Tom movie.
It was free, and it's fantasy, and,
okay.
All
right. I don't know anything about it.
Genies and such, and Idris Elba's in it, Tilda Swinton's in it. Really fucking good. Like, your classic genie story of, make your wishes, make your third wish.
I think I know this movie.
I think it's free on Prime. You should check it out.
I'm not going to.
Cool.
No, I'm not. But thank you for, well, maybe you tell me more about the movie. Maybe I will.
Such a fucking dude.
Mine's made up, Tom. I'm sorry.
First he fucking mocks me live on Twitch streaming.
I didn't realize I did that.
You fuck.
Hey, Nation, you gotta check our archive on youtube.com/@RudeBoyz469.
Yeah, we're talking about dicks in Europe and leaving a teenage child. And you could watch Chris mock me, and you could hear the weird AI voice.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Oh my
I don't
God.
even remember setting that up.
Dude, I was just typing some shit just so I could hear it. Because what it does is, as it's going, it lowers the volume of the game briefly.
For me, so I didn't even know that comes out on the stream. I thought that just comes out to me so I can hear it as it goes.
Unless you're really deaf.
Right.
And you had the headphones really high up.
No, I remember setting it up and lowering it because it was very loud.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. But anyway.
Yeah, you fucking mocked me and I was disgusted with you.
Well, I mock, you're disgusted. It's tales old as time. What are we going to do here?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me about 3,000 Years of Longing?
This is the last RudeBoyz recording. We want to talk about deaths.
Oh, yes. Death of the RudeBoyz.
Exactly. You killed him. You fool.
Are you not going to tell me about this movie or no?
No.
Why don't you tell the fucking nation about this movie?
I want the nation to see it.
So give them the pitch.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Okay.
It's for free.
Okay.
There you go.
That's all you need. Idris Elba, Tilda Swinton.
Uh-huh.
He's a genie, right? I think
he's a genie.
Trailers.
He's a genie. It's very pretty.
Okay.
Like
cinematography. Is that good? Okay, nice.
George Miller did it. The guy who did
George Miller,
Mad Max Fury Road.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Not mine.
Oh no, you know what? I remember hearing about this, and it was like George Miller did this. Like that's weird because wasn't that right after Fury Road?
Are you sure?
Sure. No, I don't know. Okay, we'll see.
I know it got shit panned when it.
I would say so too. Yeah,
but still, like it's.
Check it out.
If you actually have a soul and you actually want something to feel good about, then you can watch this. If you just want to be a jaded piece of shit and mock your friends on live streaming, you don't watch it.
I feel like that's oddly specific.
No. What do you mean?
Is that all you've been up to?
That's all I've been up to.
That is all we've been up to. How does the funeral procession go? Like what is it? We're gathered here today. That's like a wedding, right?
Same difference.
Yeah. What does the fucking priest say at the top of the
rub-a-dub-dub? Thanks for the grub.
I remember. Can I tell the story about me going to your grandfather's wake? And so I went and I asked. I'm like, oh, where's... This was at the wake, so the funeral was going to be the next day, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So I said, where's the service being held? And you're saying, oh, it's going to be at the local church that's near us. Uh-huh. And then I go, but I mean, where is... And I motion to, like, dump something down. Where is he being buried? But I did that without even, like, where is, like, like...
Oh, my God.
Sorry about that.
Oh, my God.
I thought it was...
That's fucking hysterical.
That was
so, hey, look, man, if you can't laugh at an Irish funeral...
Oh, then you're doing it wrong.
Exactly.
But death is just a part of life. Yeah. And in the comic book industry, death doesn't mean shit.
No, not at all.
No. So let's talk about some notable comic book deaths. We're not going to talk about every comic book death. Yeah. That's impossible. I mean, I think that's possible, but that's just not. That's boring. We're going to talk about the big ones, the ones that I think kind of like were like next level.
Right. Yeah.
Deaths, And I'm talking about through media, like what they're trying to do right now with Ms. Marvel. That's what they're trying to do.
That's what they're trying to catch.
Like, they're like, oh my God, it's a spoilers. It's got out there. Everybody would kill Ms. Marvel. Like, you fucking did that.
Yeah.
And then you got the cover for it and all this other shit.
Yeah.
What are you doing? She's gonna come back anyway. It doesn't matter.
She's gonna come back.
She's got a motion picture coming,
and she's coming back as a mutant.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is what she was supposed to be.
Right. Calling it. So, yes, Ms. Marvel's dead. Sorry, R.I.P.
Kamala Khan.
Kamala Khan, Ms. Marvel, yes. Did Carol Danvers die yet? Who knows? But Marvel died. That was probably one of the bigger names in the early Marvel comics. Wasn't that the first graphic novel they did? Like, I don't think it was like a it was an actual.
It was like one of the thin ones.
Yeah, one like the God Loves Man Kills sort of thing. Like, it was like a specific story they did to kill off their Captain Marvel at the time.
Yeah, and he died of cancer.
Space cancer. Yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. Yeah, it was like legitimate human cancer, which is what a way to go. You know. Because that's very human, and he's very supernatural. Not supernatural, but super heroic. But that's one of the big ones. And a very iconic cover, too, of him just kind of being cradled by death. Not like the female embodiment of death, but just like the Grim Reaper. But that was one of the more notable Marvel ones. But obviously not the first. Because, like, we want to talk about deaths back like in the Silver Age or something, or makes the Golden Age. I don't know, the Silver Age, we'll say. You got to talk about Bucky.
Yes.
Now, Bucky died in a flashback because between Captain America's first appearance and then his reintroduction into the Marvel comic book universe in Avengers, he was frozen and was reanimated. What happened with Bucky? What happened with his sidekick? Well, he died in a flashback, which is a pretty big deal because that's motivation and whatnot. But obviously, spoiler alert, Bucky comes back as the Winter Soldier, which is a pretty cool turn. And now,
I got actually give you that.
Which, the Winter Soldier book? Yeah. Okay, sure.
I actually before I do, I gotta get the rest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, similarly, over in the Batman world, Jason Todd, the second Robin?
Yes.
Second Robin died due to a fan vote, because apparently nobody liked him. Got beaten to fucking death by the Joker, and then comes back as Red Hood. Now, did both these stories happen at the same time? I'm not talking Death in the Family. I'm talking about the Red Hood and Winter Soldier. Like, which first, Tom? And no research needed. 50-50.
I want to say Red Hood.
Okay. So you think Red Hood came back. Now, another question. Hush.
Uh-huh.
When Hush... the Hush books you gave me.
Yes.
It was kind of like... it telegraphed that Jason Todd was back, right?
Yeah.
But that wasn't really...
It wasn't really
him.
It was Clayface.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Like, they kind of like... were like, oh my god, Jason Todd's back. Oh, it's not really him. But no, he's really back! Like, like, that's a little...
Yeah, it was,
it's a little odd timing, I suppose. Hush is good. That's a good story, though.
Not a good movie, though.
Not a good movie at all, except if you like the Riddler, which I do. And you can read and listen all about it on RudeBoyz Go to the Movies.
Yep.
We did that. It was kind of a dumpster fire, unless you like the Riddler, like I do.
Riddler was so much better in the books.
What about the... That is also true. What about the... Did you read any of the Death of Batman stuff? Batman R.I.P.?
What, like with the Battle of the Cowl and everything?
Well, I don't know. Didn't he get shot, but he went back in time?
Well, okay. So how Batman died?
How did Batman die, Tommy?
He got hit by Darkseid's
the Omega beams.
Yeah, the Omega beams. I think to save Superman. I think I could be wrong.
But that sent them back in time?
Yeah.
Okay. So he wasn't really dead?
Correct.
But the whole point is like, oh my god, he's dead?
Yeah, exactly.
Right, okay.
He was dead in this time.
Sure.
So that left a void where, Dick Grayson finally picked up the mantle.
Yes.
And Damian was his Robin.
Okay.
Which is what gave them a really good relationship
together. Nice.
And Dick Grayson has never really died either.
Dick Grayson has never really died.
Dick Grayson? Okay. I mean, I think there was one alternate universe that they talked about in Infinite Crisis. Infinite Crisis?
Mm.
No, Infinite Earths, where the Superman of Earth 2, was talking to mainline Batman.
Okay.
And he was just like, but where's Dick Grayson in your world? He goes, oh, he didn't make it. He goes, yeah, that's the difference why your world is not good and this world is good, because this world has a Dick Grayson.
Gotta have that Dick. But also similarly, a hero who got shot, and then his ward, let's say, or his apprentice took over the mantle. Captain America died.
Yes.
At the end of Civil War.
Yep.
Brainwashed Sharon Carter.
Fucking
murked him.
Just
right, in the
right up and just shot him, like unloaded.
But what happened to Steve Rogers, though?
Again, well, 1602.
What do you mean 1602?
That was Steve Rogers in, like, the Indian that she ran into. That was Steve Rogers, and like he traveled through time to get back, much like Batman did. Yeah, I know. Comic books, dude.
It's an Ants Bugs Life situation where they both do the same story
exactly.
at the same time with their big characters.
It's like, hey, can I copy your homework? But
it's like the fucking Doink Meet and Doink thing.
Yeah.
Yup. Okay, cool. I guess that really took the wind out of my sails with that.
No,
because that's a pretty big comic book death, especially coming after Civil War.
Yeah,
like right after Civil
War. I can be 100% wrong.
Okay,
but I do know there was a thing where like there was some sort of odd thing involving the Red Skull.
Sure.
So of course,
the Cosmic Cube.
You know what?
It's probably that.
He could. I think his consciousness was in the Cosmic Cube.
Some
shit like that. Like, and like, I know he fought his way. Actually, no. I'm sorry.
Steve Rogers did not die. The gun Sharon Carter had been hypnotized into firing caused his consciousness to phase in and out of space and time, appearing at various points of his lifetime.
Yep.
Although Rogers managed to relay a message to the future by giving a time-delayed command to the Vision during the Kree-Skull War. The Red Skull, returns Rogers to the present, where he takes control of Rogers' mind and body. Rogers eventually regains control, and with the help of his allies, defeats the Skull.
And I think that was the whole where Captain America said "Hail Hydra."
No, it goes a little deeper into that, but maybe they retconning into that.
Yeah,
the whole comic books are fucking weird.
But yeah, no, when Bucky took over, it was pretty cool.
Sure.
I mean, not everyone dies of getting gunshots. Like there was a whole. There was a whole special story of this character named Jim Wilson who died of HIV AIDS complications. He was friends with the Hulk.
Okay.
He was also nephews to Sam Wilson. So it's like, not all comic book characters die like who's the one
heroically
dude, who's the one dude like the friend of Spider-Man that died with a drug overdose during the death of Gwen Stacy story.
I mean, Harry hit the pills pretty hard.
Right, it was like this,
I don't know.
It was this one dude. He was on LSD and he jumped off a building. Or
I don't know, but Spider. Obviously, we want to talk about Spider-Man death. Ms. Marvel, the most recent one. Which, sure, I guess. And obviously, his friends, Harry Osborn dying, Gwen Stacy dying, a lot. Yes, Flash Thompson dying, comes back. Harry also is back.
Is he back now?
I think so. Flash? I think he got reborn. It's magic. Symbiote comic books. But Uncle Ben obviously dying is huge, and you are right, Tom. And I do bust your chops, and I'm like, well, technically, but the 616 Uncle Ben has never been reborn.
Right.
There was like a clone in the Clone Conspiracy, but
I mean,
that was kind of just a throwaway. Like,
you can say,
I can't be alive.
You can say slightly the 616 Uncle Ben has been back with House of M.
But House of M is a different reality.
Is it considered 616 reality?
Dude, you could say Uncle Ben in Ultimate was alive, Well, not obviously he died again, but still, you know what I mean?
Look, Uncle Ben in Ultimate, it's a dirty bird, okay?
Is he?
The whole orgy thing?
Is that Ultimate? We're talking about that Trouble thing?
Yeah.
No, that's presumably 616. That's not the Ultimate Universe.
I thought it was the Ultimate Universe.
I don't think so.
Oh.
Speaking of Ultimate, though, Ultimate Spider-Man died.
Ultimate Spider-Man, yeah.
You remember that being like that was like,
That
oh
was
my god,
a
they're
huge
killing Spider-Man, and then like, but you read the second line of the article, and it's like
Yeah.
in the Ultimate universe, and it's like,
yep.
okay, like well, everybody fucking freak out.
Yeah.
Also, it's a death in comic books, like who cares?
Yeah. I mean,
We're doing a whole episode about it. Who cares?
They killed the whole fucking Ultimate Universe.
Well, yes, that is true. But
Except
now
for
they're back.
Miles.
But now
Yeah.
it's back, baby.
Yeah.
Ultimate Reborn.
So let's talk about a group of people that have died a lot
Okay.
and have come back.
Okay.
The Merry Mutants of Marvel.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Why?
their whole
I mean-
thing now is that they have immortality, basically. Well, that was what the Krakoa era kind of set up.
Yeah,
Hey,
but
you die, we just back you clone up.
unless it was
Unless you destroy those. which is
well
bad.
that, and unless you died in Akira, which is
Right. Again, but the setup is that
yeah.
whoever's dead
But I
comes
think
back, and
Sinister
then there's
actually
more.
fucked with all that,
Right.
because he's now working with the humans to take down mutant kind.
Sure. And now I know, like, Beast destroyed all his backups, so
Yeah.
when Wolverine killed him, he can't come back.
Yeah.
But he will, because it's comic books.
Yeah.
They'll be like, that was Morph or some shit, I don't know.
Yeah. And then I love the X-Men. I am an X-Men, apologist.
A super fan. Not even a apologist,
Yeah.
super fan.
But
Death doesn't mean much.
it doesn't mean shit to them. I mean, Jean Grey, proof and point.
Jean Grey, proof and point, yep. She died a couple times. The reason when I mentioned Fall of the Mutants, I didn't mention Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler was dead, presumably.
At that
in
point?
these books, yeah. They say that. Was that really what happened? I don't know.
I gotta see where
Was
they
he
say
dead
that.
in...
Because he got severely injured during Mutant Massacre.
Right.
That's why Colossus killed Riptide.
Okay. I don't know. I can't... I remember them saying something about it.
He was
I think it was
severely
more
hurt.
in New Mutants they mentioned it.
He might have left. I think he left.
Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he was dead to them.
Around that time, he left.
He's dead.
Him and Kitty
To
Kitty
me.
left.
Oh, yeah, right. Kitty Pryde's not in that either. Yeah.
Can I finish?
Sorry, you
To
can
me-
finish. I'm just saying.
To form Excalibur. So this is like before Excalibur.
Right.
But yeah,
Excalibur.
so comic book deaths, in DC.
Well, hang on.
Okay, sorry.
Wolverine.
Yeah,
That was a big death.
that was a big one. Yeah.
How? So tell me about that. Please tell me. Please give me the quick version.
Chris,
He dies because he gets a virus that stops his healing factor.
from the microverse,
Yes,
apparently.
sure. It was always the microverse.
Is that what a virus really is? It's a microverse.
You know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Goddamn son of a bitch.
Stops his healing power. He goes on this big heroic mission.
I mean,
that was covered in adamantium.
Yeah.
And just dies.
Yep. Suffocates encased in adamantium.
So how does he come back?
He fights his way out of hell.
Okay.
He fights the devil.
Okay. All right.
Actually,
that's all plausible.
Yeah.
In comic books.
And he fights. I think Sabretooth was like a ruler or part of hell, and he fights him.
Sure.
Why
I'm sure,
not?
like in his psyche or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, nah. I mean, I remember when they were when they first were talking about killing off Wolverine. You're like, fuck. Which honestly was, I hate to say it, the best thing for X-23, because it really brought her as a hero.
What is this again? I'm sorry. One more time?
The death of Wolverine.
Yes.
So
again, you have someone to take over the mantle of
Yeah.
Wolverine. Air quotes.
those books are so much fun.
What, the X-23 books?
The all new Wolverine books. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was part of the whole all new line. Like everything was like every book had like all new this and all new that.
Right. Yeah. All new Marvel Initiative.
But like deaths in DC got so crazy to the point that they actually had to come up with a storyline to explain why all this happened.
Okay.
Blackest Night.
Yes.
So the reason the Lord of Death, Necron, was able to put his plans into motion is because of Superman. Because when Superman came back to life, he punched a hole through reality to allow death to mean nothing.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's a pretty
Jeff
good...
Johns. Jeff Johns knows how to write shit.
That is a pretty good,
Yeah.
reason.
Yeah.
And yeah, so Superman dying, that was huge. I remember, that was on
Probably the
SNL,
biggest.
that was...
Probably one of the biggest, comic book deaths of our lifetime.
Oh, yeah, no, it was an iconic...
he comes back, but,
yeah, like a couple months, not even. And obviously, the Superman mantle continues. And that was another big thing, too. Which one is Superman? Is it this is it the Eradicator? Is it Cyborg Superman? Is it Steel? Is it Superboy?
Yeah.
Like, oh my god! Like, yeah, because you ain't canceling these books. You ain't killing Superman guy.
And then you had Supergirl, who was running around,
right?
But yeah, it Death of Superman was insane. Like, I remember, reading the actual issue,
right,
and then going back and finding it in graphic novel form, everything leading up to it,
right.
And
like Doomsday kind of landing, sneaking around, killing sea level superheroes.
Yeah,
or starting off, kind of like Cell, when Cell fucking started up, But yeah, and then that was pretty big too, because it's holy fuck, Superman, someone beat Superman to death.
Yeah,
it's pretty big.
Infinite Crisis on Infinite Earths was another big one, where it was just Superboy Prime was just going and killing everybody.
Yeah, see, I'm so unfamiliar with all these crises, but I know they're big deals.
They are,
because they basically help reset DC Comics' continuity.
Yeah,
I know prior to the first Crisis, it was the Wild West.
Yeah,
and they were like, all right, slow the fucking roll.
Yeah,
this is what's happening.
Oh,
so they do that.
And Barry Allen, we're going to sacrifice you.
Sure, somebody's got to die. Listen, you can't have a big event and not a big death, because people got to talk about it and be like, oh my god, and then they got to talk about it afterwards, and then they can bring the character back. That's just how it goes.
One of the most gruesome comic book deaths, I would have to say, is from Executioner's Song.
Okay,
where Archangel just turns his wings, and this mutant from the Mutant Liberation Front, Kamikaze, was behind him, and he just slices his head right the fuck off. And you're just whoa,
pretty appropriate name.
Yeah, and that's what what's her name said? Boom Boom.
Okay.
Said. She's like, well, with the name Kamikaze.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying, and you've seen this, and this isn't really a spoiler because it happens in the first issue, where Null kills the Sentry.
Yes.
Just rips him in half.
Yeah.
Takes him completely off the board.
It's wow, Null, who the fuck did you fear?
Yeah, no, seriously. Which is very much a homage to when Sentry, air quotes, killed Carnage.
Oh, Carnage, yeah.
Yeah, ripped him in half, and then but now he's got cyborg legs, and now he is the symbiote.
Jesus.
But yeah, that's a pretty gruesome one. Is that with that who drew the Donny Cates books?
Can't tell you.
Damn it!
No.
I don't know. We don't know. We live in an age of mystery.
We do,
but we live in an age of
comic book deaths that mean nothing.
Yes, there you go. And I guess that really kind of devalues this whole episode.
No, it was fun. It was fun to talk.
Yeah, we don't do enough comic book focused episodes.
No,
and there'll probably be more.
Was that a Venom book, Donny Cates?
Yeah, Donny Cates.
Okay.
Tom's looking that up for me. And on that note, Rude Nation, thank you for joining us for the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus.
Ryan Stegman.
Stegman, that's it.
Stegman.
Yes, thank you for joining us. Episode 149 of the RudeBoyz Power Hour Plus. All done. 150 is coming up next episode. That's how numbers work. What are we doing? Are we gonna do Final Fantasy for Final Fantasy 16? We're gonna have a Final Fantasy talk. Might have a special guest, might not. Might just talk about memories. I don't have any. So, Tommy, hope you're ready to fucking talk about Final Fantasy, my brother.
I will do my best.
You will do your best. That's all we can hope for on the RudeBoyz Podcast Network. So, thank you for joining us. Our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Search for RudeBoyz469. On the Instagram, I will announce next time I am going to be streaming Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, on PlayStation 5. And I will be streaming it on Twitch, twitch.tv/RudeBoyz469.
But if you watch him mock me.
Yep, you can watch me. If you missed it live, if you missed the live mocking, you can go to our YouTube page.
Oh, we have a YouTube?
Yes, we do.
Okay, cool.
YouTube.com.
Oh shit, that's who else /
at no burp. At
Did they gotta put the burp in?
Nope.
No? Are you sure?
YouTube.com /
Okay, cool.
RudeBoyz469. That is the archive for all the Rude Boys be streamings and all the podcasts and all the episodes we put up. But you can subscribe to our podcasts from Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Spotify, TuneIn, and wherever you can find your beautiful, wonderful podcasts. But our home away from home. What's like a big death thing? Hades? The seventh layer of hell. Which I think is... layer also works.
Yeah, I guess.
I know Dante Alighieri called them circles, but, So the ninth circle, how about that? Let's just go deep, dark.
Sure.
Ninth... You couldn't care less. Yeah. Ninth circle of hell. RudeBoyz.podbean.com.
That one's too gross. That fucking flick that dead bee.
Ooh, spooky.
Ew.
If you want to hit me up on social media,
gross.
I'm at Tesherms, TEH_SHERMS on Instagram and Twitter.
You get me at Tommy_Cash80. It's Cash with a K.
On Instagram and Twitter for Tommy Cash. And that'll do it for us, Nation. Thank you for mourning with us.
Fucking Monday,
Yeah, sorry about that. Listen, I gotta fucking edit this up in 24 hours, so.
Good for you. So look for this episode by Thursday.
Tuesday, Rude Day. Thank you for mourning with us.
Wednesday, wipe.
This has been a presentation of the Rude Boyz Podcast Network.
Oops.